In this video, we will have a quick look of how to use the Garmin Venu 3. We will not deep dive in detail inside everything. I made a lot of video about it, and I will suggest you a playlist at the end that will show you in much more detail everything. Here we're gonna see quickly everything that you can do with that watch. So first of all, let's see how to navigate inside the watch. So if you have a dark screen like this one, or if the screen is turned off, you can enable it by tapping on it. That will wake it up. You can also move the watch in a way you can take a look at it, and this will wake it up. Then if you want to navigate inside the watch, you can simply drag your finger just like that, and it's pretty straightforward. If you want to select something, you click on it, and if you want to go back, you swipe to the right. You can also use the back button to go back. And when you're inside a page, you might see some dot over here. When you move like that, this will show you how much page there is on a widget or anything. So that's the way how you navigate inside that. So if I go inside here and I want to go back, I can swipe to the right, or I can use the back button. However, when you are on the main page or at many places, when you hold that back button, it will take you to the settings. Other buttons, there is that middle one that is a shortcut. Its only purpose is for a shortcut. Garmin doesn't assign any features to that by default. There is 3 shortcuts available inside the watch. There is one that when you are on the main page, if you swipe right, you can modify that feature. Actually, I choose to have the flashlight. So that's a flashlight, a red flashlight, and it doesn't do that much light, but when you're in the dark, it creates a bit of light. And you can exit it by swiping on the right. If the swipe doesn't work so well, you can always use the back button over here. The other shortcuts, if I press one time here, I've got the music, and if I hold it, I have the voice assistant. But that's up to you, and well, I have a video more complete about that. The top button is used to start an activity. So when you press it, it takes you to that page. You can select the activity you want to start. Let's say, for example, I want to start a walk. Well, that's where I do it. We'll come back on this later. Let's finish with the button first. When you hold the top button, it will take you to the control. So you can enable Do Not Disturb, Sleep Mode, Lock Screen. If you want to be sure to not do something, that will show you that padlock and disable the touch screen. If you want to disable it, you press and hold any of those 3 buttons and it will disable it. So you have a couple of other features that you will find over here. Before we go to the activity, let's see what we have inside here. That's the widget. So from the main screen, when you swipe up or down, you will have access to the widget. So if I go inside that direction, from here, I can see the date, the battery percentage, and the estimated time remaining. Actually, today, that's low. It's because the screen is in always on display. Here I have my number of steps of the day, I have my number of steps of the week, and the distance approximately in kilometer. If I go back, I've got my intensity minute of the week. This means that if your heart pumps a little bit, it will count every minute as 1 minute of activity. And if it pumps really hard, so if you're running or doing cycling at very high speed of any activity that make you sweat a lot, that will count as double minute. Go back here, you've got your heart rate detail over here. So if I had wear that watch for the day, we would see a graph, just like that. You would see a graph of your heart rate, and if you change the page, you got your average rest heart rate for the week. The body battery, well, it's your body battery. That's an estimate of the battery remaining in your body. Just like the battery of the watch, it estimates the battery of your body. So at 28, well, it might be time to go to sleep eventually. You also got, if we go back here, what is your respiration per minute and sleep score. So last night I slept 6 hours and 34 minutes, and I can see my deep REM and all those kind of things. And there's another thing that is new that is quite interesting, and it's the sleep coach that recommend me to sleep for 8 hours and 40 minutes. So all the time that I will add up some short sleep, it will recommend me to sleep a little bit more. What else? You can have your calendar over here. The notification are the one that are still enabled inside your phone. So if you see your notification and clear it on your phone, they will go away over here. You've got the weather over here. That is quite interesting. So you've got the forecast for the day. Then you've got, well, the forecast for every following hour. And you've got the forecast for the next few days and the air quality for today. If you do challenges on Garmin Connect, well, you can follow up your challenges over here. And a recovery time. Actually, I'm not wearing the watch. I did switch watch already, so there might have some more information. And if you want to have more widget, you can go on Edit, go on the plus right here, and find some other widgets to have. Just explore it. If you are curious to test something, just add it and see what it does. You can remove widget if you don't want to have it, and you can change the order. So if I want to have the respiration under those two, that's the thing I can do, just like that. So that was for the widget. About the controls, when we hold the top button, do not disturb, well, it will enable the do not disturb, so no notification and those kind of things. The sleep mode will turn on automatically if you set your sleep time on Garmin Connect. Basically, it enable do not disturb, and it dims the screen and put the main screen just like that. So it's very, very dim. Go back over here. We'll disable that. You can lock the screen. We already saw that. You can play. That's not the volume. That's the brightness. So you can set up the brightness right over here. You can find your phone. So if I press on it, we're going to hear my phone on the back ringing. That's a handy feature. You can phone connection. Oh, you can disable your phone connection. I never tested that one before. You can turn off the watch, sync your time, and if you go on Edit and the plus, again, you can add many other things. Oh, there's the broadcast earth rate. That is right there. Broadcast earth rate is made to, if I go here, if I enable that, just like that, well, you can share the earth rate there is over there to another device like a treadmill or a stationary bike. Now let's go inside the settings before we go to the activity. So again, we press and hold that button. And the first one, there's the watch face. So if you want to change the information or the look of your watch face, you can do that right over here. You have a lot of pages and you can change information of the data fields that we find on your watch face. You can modify all of those things. We will deep dive in details inside that video. For the moment, I will keep that one. Next one, let's return here to the menu. You've got clocks. We already saw, we saw those information? You got alarm, stopwatch, timers. They are all available from here. No, they are not. They are all available from the apps. We didn't saw the apps that was beside the activities. Sorry, I'm not going in the right order. But still, in the apps, you got access to wallet, phone. If you want to do a call, you can type in the number or you can go in contact. You can add contact from the Garmin Connect app. You You can enable the flashlight. There's the alarm, the music app, the timer, stopwatch. So alarm, if you want to set an alarm for tomorrow morning, you can set it over here, add an alarm, or just re-enable one alarm. Timer, well, that's a timer. You set the time and it will count down to the end. Let's stop that. You've got the stopwatch. Well, it's a regular stopwatch. You press start and you got a timer. Stopwatch, health snapshot. This feature, you just wear the watch and it will take a look at your heart rate, your respiration rate, your stress level, and those kind of things. It lasts 2 minutes and it gives you a little pedigree at the end. So we have seen that. That's all right. Let's go back to that menu. So clock, we find the very same option that we just find here. We find the very same option that we've just saw on the previous page. You can go inside settings. So from here, there will be the shortcut. Remember, I told you on the main screen, if you swipe right or use that button, those are shortcuts. You can configure them just right here. I made a complete video about it. Notification and alert, those are the smart notification from your phone that are shared to your watch. But you also have the health and wellness, those move alert, stress alert, or those kind of things. You can enable or disable them from there. Watch sensors is all the wrist heart rate, your pulse oximeter, the compass, the barometer. You can play with the settings of those features from there. You can connect accessories from over here if you want to add a club, Bluetooth headphones, or some sport accessories. You can pair them over there. If you want to have access to music, if you want to install Spotify, Deezer, if you want to add MP3s inside your watch, if you want to control the music of your phone, you can do that over here. And then what else interesting do we have? User profile, that's your age, weight, and those kind of things. Safety and tracking, if you have an accident and want to contact someone, you're gonna have information inside here, but it's mostly configurable from the app because the watch need to pass by the app to make those calls on the phone. For the rest, everything can pretty much be made directly from the watch. And then if you go into system and display, there's a feature that might be handy for a lot of people. You can have larger font if you have difficulties to read that screen. You can play with the brightness of the screen or set it to auto. Whatever. And then sounds, vibration, battery manager. If you want to enable the battery saver, past to 19 days, but it's very dim and can't do much. So I'll disable that. There is one of the two that is disabled by default, but I like to have the two, so I can know what is the battery percentage and the estimated time remaining. And the estimate is very well done. It varies depending on what you do. So if you are using GPS, it will drop significantly. If you enable always on display, it will drop also. If you disable the earth rate, you might see a little difference. If you start to play music all the time, depending on what you use, you're gonna have a real estimate, and this is very well done. On connectivity, this is where you go if you want to connect to a new Wi-Fi network or to a new phone. In format, you can choose imperial and metric from many things. And you can change the language, reset your watch, and get some information. So yeah, it's pretty much that's it. Do not worry to navigate inside the watch and test the things. And in a few seconds, we're gonna have a playlist just right here in which we can deep dive in some other things. If there's a timer that is started on the watch, it will always return to the timer when you don't do anything. I don't know why they made that one like that. But anyway, so I hope this was helpful. If you have any question, please ask in the comment below. And I hope to see you in another video.